Okay, making a video for Rex or anyone else who struggles to get like external hip rotation in their squat. Like if you see Rex squat, his ankle mobility is fine, his knees travel forward, his knees are staying forward out over his toes. Everything about the mechanics is fine, but there's a distinct lack of external rotation at the hip. And so it's kind of like a three-pronged approach to fixing that, right? You have the two questions of mobility, which is, do you have the ability to externally rotate at your hip, and does your ankle have the ability to track in a way that like is conducive to external rotation? And then do you have the strength to externally rotate? So kind of going top down, the first thing is making sure you have requisite external rotation in your hip. That's just going to be a pigeon stretch, like a angle perpendicular to your torso. You're gonna fold up on your knee, lie down. Nothing really to that. And I'd say the vast majority of people who struggle with external rotation in the squat, it's not because they're immobile, it's because they can't do it. Because they don't have the strength in their glute med to externally rotate at their hip as they squat. The second mobility one is a lot more common of an issue, which is you have adequate dorsiflexion only if your knee is going straight forward or in, but you don't have the ability for your knee to track out over your big toe. That's like a specific, because joint mobility is ankle specific like any other joint, and your ankle doesn't change from that. So you have this plenty of mobility with a caved knee, but you don't have requisite mobility going out over your toes, right? And so I found the easiest way to do that is probably you just post up on a wall and you're gonna bend your knee, and I'm gonna torque my foot into the ground much the same as if I was going to do a squat. So you push into the wall and you're applying a bunch of backwards force, driving your heel into the ground. At the same time, you're rooting. And you're gonna focus on, as you push against the wall, your knee is gonna go out over your pinky toe. Always, that's gonna be your marker for any ankle mobility. You should be driving your knee over your pinky toe. And then the last one, like if you have the ability to hit all of those positions, the last step would be making sure you have the strength to do it. And so much the same, you're gonna look for that knee tracking big toe when you do your split squats. And if you're coached by me, you probably do split squats, or you're going to do split squats at some point. So all it is you can post up your back leg, and instead of letting this come in or even straight forward, you're gonna bring it out to the side towards your pinky toe, and it's gonna come out like that. So you're developing the strength to create that external rotation, and you kind of have an option of either just letting it track straight this way and doing that, or you let it come out to the side at the bottom. You'll notice a lot of good squatters, as they hit the hole, the knee will shift out and will shift right back in, and that's not knee cave, that's excessive external rotation at the very bottom and then returning to neutral.